when you were the first to be called? Expect na makadaan? Or I'm sure you gauge that, from the pre-pageant pa lang. So did you have that confidence tonight?
Actually, I didn't expect that I will be one of the top 5 because, every girl is deserving.
Wow, what a true queen to answer like that. So candidate number 4, what you're going to do is you're going to be picking an envelope, each containing a very unique question for all of you candidates.
But before that, Grayan, once again, we'd like to remind, of course, everyone to please refrain from making unnecessary noise to keep our finalists on track on their trail of thought. Thank you very much.
Alright, candidate number 4, pick any envelope. Please open it so you can see the question yourself. And the question is, what is the one tourism attraction that you think best describes Jasaan? Again, what is the one tourist attraction that you think best describes the municipality of Jasaan?
Thank you. So, as Jasaan has a lot of hidden gems that we are really treasuring since then. So, one of the best attractions that describes Jasaan is one of my advocacy, which is Sagpulong Falls. It is because it is a living testament in how human beings can still bounce back after the life-changing catastrophe. Because there is this typhoon Pablo which hit the country and damaged some of the facilities and they turned it into a mini resort and they now which will benefit the people. And let us also remember that we should really preserve the few surviving wonders of nature, not just for today, but for future generations to enjoy its beauty just as how we are enjoying it at the moment. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Finalist number 1, candidate number 4.
Spoken like a true tourism ambassador of Jasaan. Thank you very much, candidate number 4.
Moving on with our second finalist, Gray, we have candidate number 5.
Where are the fans of candidate number 5?
Hello, good evening, candidate number 5. How are you feeling tonight? That you're one of the lucky candidates who made it to our top 5.
Well, I'm very happy yet so nervous. Very happy because I was able to make it to the top 5.
Were you expecting this, that you will make it?
Honestly, I didn't expect because a lot of us really competitive enough to win and to bring home the bacon indeed.
So, candidate number 5, what special kind of preparations did you, of course, prepare prior to the coronation night of Miss Jasaan?
I think prayer. Prayer is one of the first thing I did in preparation for this pageant, and positive thinking to surpass all the negativity that I would encounter to join this pageant.
Alright then, please pick your final question, candidate number 5.
Your question is, what is the greatest value that best describes Jasaanons? Again, what is the greatest value or virtue that best describes Jasaanons? The best value that describes Jasaanon is an acronym ACE. A for a good attitude, C for a cultural sensitive, and E as an eco warrior. That is the best values that every Jasaanon possess, because it is where we uplift not just our own identity, not just our own personality, but our municipality for the better future, for the better change. Because ladies and gentlemen, yes, change is inevitable, but let us not the worst, but always for a better change. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our second finalist, ladies and gentlemen, candidate number 5.
Now, 2 down, 3 to go.
Our third finalist, candidate number 13, please.
Hello, candidate number 13. I must say you look absolutely stunning tonight. And if I'm not mistaken, walang nakagawa ng inspiration kay Catriona Gray sa iyang look sa Binibining Pilipinas, and it suits you well. Now, my question, candidate number 13, before you pick your final question is, were you worried na ikaw, si number 13, and you given the notion that the number is not very lucky?
Actually, I'm nervous that I have the number 13 because I'm aware that 13 is a kind of unlucky number.
But do you think that will affect you tonight, or you know you did your best?
I will do my best to not to be that unlucky.
Well, every girl makes her own luck. That's what I believe in. So, candidate, are you ready for your question?
Absolutely ready.
Absolutely. Please pick an envelope and you will see your question. Please open it. And the question is, how do you envision Jasaan 20 years from now? Again, how do you envision Jasaan 20 years from now?
I will envision Jasaan 20 years from now as a progressive because we people of Jasaan knows the potential of our town. We have our different tourist spots that possess tourism opportunities. So I could say that Jasaan should be a progressive town. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We also have high hopes for the municipality of Jasaan. Daghang salamat, candidate number 13.
Right, moving on with our fourth finalist, we have candidate number 10. Good evening, candidate number 10. Now, my question for you is, we all know that in joining, of course, beauty pageant, mas common ang long hair. So, curious lang ko, ang imuhang short hair ba, nahimo ba siyang inspiration to fight good sa crowd na makadaog karong gabi una?
To break boundaries.
Yes nga. Pag mo-join ka o pageant, it does not mean na short hair ka, dili ka makasulod or dili ka maka-award or dili ka ma-part sa top 10, top 8 or whatever top is.
Well, I think the short hair of mine is a lucky asset, and this represents as accepting what bigger your body is. That's all.
Is this your preference to, of course, really show to all Jasaanon na short hair ko, dili ko kailangan mag-taod o hair extension or any wig, hair wigs?
Yes, and I'm proud of having a short hair.
Very proud. Candidate number 10. So please pick your final. That is right. Okay. Pick your
Please
final
pick your
question.
Your question is,
Your question reads: in promoting tourism, what do you think is the greatest strength of the millennial? Again, I repeat, candidate number 10. This is your final question. In promoting tourism, what do you think is the greatest strength of the millennial?
yes, of course, you are allowed to take your time. The greatest strength of a millennial for promoting the tourism is to be proud for having this kind of tourist spot in the municipality. Also, we as millennial, we need to preserve, conserve, and develop this kind of tourist spot destinations for the next generation to have this kind of beautiful tourist spot destinations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, candidate number 10, our fourth finalist.
A very good example of a good millennial. Thank you very much, candidate. And now we're down to our last candidate, the top 5 finalist, candidate number 6.
Looking beautiful tonight, Candidate number 6, how are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great.
You're feeling great. So my question for you is this your first time to join a pageant? So how was your experience in the past few pageants you've joined?
I've learned a lot of mistakes, and from then on, I learned to improve myself.
Were those mistakes serves as your inspiration to keep on moving forward?
Yes.
Right then, are you ready with your final question, candidate number 6? And you only have one envelope left, and this is your final question. Candidate number 6, your final question reads, how will you showcase Jasaan to the world? Again, I repeat, how will you showcase Jasaan to the world?
So as we all know, social media has been the #1 tool for sharing tourist destinations. But for mine, I would say I would showcase Jasaan to the world by words through my peers and through their connections. Because by showing them or telling them what Jasaan really has, they would be intrigued, and they would be intrigued because they will believe that Jasaan has a lot more to offer than they could think about. And as we all know, Jasaan is not just a place. Jasaan is people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, candidate number 6, our 5th finalist. So, Graham, there you have it. That officially concludes.
Yes, our final Q&A. Now, Warren, I don't know, but I'm sure the judges are now